Near Tidmouth Station, you will find a coaling yard. These are for engines big and small to refuel their tenders and bunkers before they begin their journeys. One evening, Thomas was heading home. He soon arrived to his shed. Tired and weary, he shunted his train. His crew decided to load him up with coal that evening, and they did so. And after they finished, they said goodbye to Thomas and left, without closing the shed doors properly. A little while later, two boys snuck in through the shed doors, climbed up to Thomas's bunker, and took a whole stash of his coal. Early next morning, the firelighter came to light Thomas's fire for his first run up the branch line. Thomas felt that his bunker was much lighter than before. Then, he noticed his load was almost half empty.
Who touched my bunker?
This woke up the other engines.
What are you talking about?
Said Percy, still trying to wake up.
My coal! Someone took my coal!
Well, how could they even get in the shed?
I don't know, but...
Besides, that didn't happen to me. Why would they only take coal from you?
I'm number 1, Percy. Why would they take coal from a useless goods engine who's only number 6?
At least I pull goods trains and sometimes coaches. You only pull passengers and you never even saw a goods yard since you had your smoke box. And I thought you wanted to see the world.
Thomas's steam pressure suddenly shot up.
Let me tell you.
Stop bickering, you two. Come on, Thomas, we have to go now.
Thomas puffed away, still fuming. After the argument, Thomas had a pretty good run down the branch line. He soon reached Farquhar, shunted Annie and Clarabelle, and ran along to the shed and water tower for a rest.
Finally, I can rest my wheels.
He dozed off while the crew went on a tea break. 2 men appeared. They looked at Thomas, then at the bunker. They had an idea. Just like the children from the night before, they started to climb up on Thomas's bunker. Thomas's eyes darted.
Boy, get off my bunker!
Thomas tried to whistle, but he couldn't, so they continued.
Hey, get off now!
The crew heard the shouting, and after seeing the pickers, they ran after them. And soon, they returned to Thomas.
No luck, Thomas. Those kids are much too fast for us to catch.
Huh. At least they're gone. Thank you.
Don't mention it, Thomas. Let's get you ready for your train.
Thomas agreed, but for the rest of the day, he was on high alert. They soon arrived at Knapford Station, but there was a problem.
I'm sorry, Thomas, but you'll have to take Percy's goods train.
Don't tell me he's in the hay again.
No, he just had some trouble with a bicycle at Farquhar. You'll have to take it to Dimas. It's not that far. Besides, back controller's orders.
Fine, I'll do it.
Thomas was already in a slightly bad temper, and the goods train didn't make it better.
Why do we even have a goods engine if we can't even pull goods? Always crawling around making more work for me.
When the job was finished, they left Thomas in a siding and joined the buffet at the station. Gordon came to take on Cole.
You look glum, little Thomas. What's the matter?
I keep getting my coal stolen away from me right from my bunker. Twice already, and I'm getting sick of it.
You need a big tender like me. People never steal anything from big tender engines.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. You'll never catch me getting my coal stolen. Not even once.
And with that, Gordon puffed away.
If we haven't been over that already.
The station master from Tidmouth walked up.
I'm sorry, Thomas, but there's no time for you to go up the branch line again. So could you shunt here in the meantime?
Yes, sir.
Thomas stayed in the Tidmouth yards and shunted trains for other engines. Soon after Thomas finished shunting all the trains and trucks, he rested right next to the coal hoppers and dozed off. There are a lane of houses behind the yard where Thomas had crashed many years ago. Rail fans often take pictures there. Well, today, they didn't want to take pictures. They wanted to take something else. They creeped through the yard quietly, and they quickly climbed up to the bunker. Thomas noticed as he jumped up.
Hey, you stop.
They didn't stop, but they also didn't have time to take much. Thomas's crew saw them, but before they started running at them, they already left the bunker. Thomas was fuming.
What was that?
What happened?
Thomas went redder than he's ever been before.
People are stealing from my bunker, and I will not move until this stops happening.
Nonsense, come on.
The crew really tried to move Thomas, but try as they might, they couldn't shut off the brakes properly. They got out of the cab and tried to figure out what to do next.
So, what's the plan now?
We'll have to look for something to make Thomas move.
They both asked the station master. They explained the situation.
You know what? I know just the thing.
He led them to a part of the yard where they kept a bunch of signs for construction purposes. Within the pile, the crew saw a sign that read, "No coal picking."
Ah, that's the one.
He called out.
We'll take it.
Look here, Thomas.
The fireman lifted the sign.
How will that work?
Well, it will tell people to back off, so people might not try to steal your coal at all.
Thomas pondered for a moment and looked at the sign again.
Can't we clean it first?
Not right now, unless you want more pickers.
Thomas quickly changed his mind.
Oh, well, put it up then, please.
So the crew installed it onto Thomas's bunker and got back in the cab.
Now can we move along? We still need to shunt the 2 last trains of the day.
Yes, sir.
Thomas went on, happily completing his shunting in the yard. And no more coal pickers appeared throughout the day. In the evening, Thomas's crew cleaned the sign at the water tower, reinstalled it onto Thomas's bunker. Thomas was happy. The crew said goodnight. With that, Thomas talked to the other engines until they fell asleep. In the middle of the night, Thomas woke up to a faint knocking on the shed doors. Thomas looked back and saw a boy behind him, and he started to climb up his bunker.
Hey, read the sign.
The boy looked at the sign, then stepped off. He pulled something out of his backpack. It was a model of Henry.
I asked Henry earlier if I could use his coal, but he said I could get some of yours.
So, Henry sent you to me?
Yes, I walked here from Tim's sheds.
From Tidmouth? That... You know there are coal stages outside the shed, right?
Yes, I know, but I wanted to get the coal from the engines that I made it of. And,
He pulled out another model. It was Thomas.
this is the one I wanted to...
Say no more.
Thomas interrupted.
If you've already made your way here and made such models, go ahead. Take some coal.
The boy only smiled back and started climbing up Thomas's bunker again. Thomas watched as he gathered 2 pieces. Thomas insisted that he took more, so he did. He soon climbed down and said goodbye. Next morning, Thomas needed to bring some coal trucks to Tidmouth sheds to refill the coal stages. Gordon was already waiting.
About time you arrived. Express enters can't be sitting around.
Good thing he brought those trucks too. Some of your coal is missing, but God knows where it went.
Gordon looked back.
Someone stole coal from my tender?
Thomas grinned.
Oh, is that so, Gordon? You should get to sign and bunker like me. No one ever steals from this bunker.